Alright, so Ascent. We have decided to go for the FPX comp versus them. Mainly because it was something we were working on a little bit, and we just thought it was better, better than our Raise comp. And they've decided to go for our Raise comp, but with an Astra instead of an Omen. Alright, so with that in mind, let's start the game. So we went with the game that PRX like to take A main a lot, and where they kind of go, where they kind of put pressure in at the start is where they often like to go. So PRX wanted to do a B rush, but obviously we have the Sage, so the Sage kind of stopped that kind of initial push. But this is when our mid rounding gets a bit too hairy, I think. So we're doing well here. Like, obviously they've used a lot of util. They only have a knife, one flash, and no stars. So they're going to have to contact out wherever they go next. Something that we didn't really consider. But look, we have the 3-man setup here. We got info that they haven't rotated off, but they do actually manage to get... Actually, the Astra's not that important, but the Fade getting out here is quite important for the lurk style. So Althea uses on my smoky crosses. Now I actually think he was better off staying where he was when I think about it. But he crossed anyway, and now he's going to die. But I get the trades off. And then because we got the 2 entries, now this guy has made his play. Because we don't have the trip in middle, we have the trip on short. And then Fearoff is kind of anchoring onto the site here. So now we're aware. I think I say like, watch out for the mid lurk, because it feels like they've gone silent. So when teams go silent, obviously something's changing up. And then trip triggers on short. Mystic rotates off. I thought he cleared the middle, but it looks like he did peek it, but the guy was already tucked in here. And then Dirk obviously finishes off this guy too. Well, we finish him off. Next round. So, decent round. Not bad protocols. We played strong side, weak side. Not bad. So this round, Durka goes into his spot again. I don't think you'll be able to do this as well now anymore. Actually, no, you still can. Oh, no, because his TP's there, so it means he can TP out. But, yeah, you won't be able to do this as effectively anymore. But I throw my one way here. We have Sage kind of getting us info on the B main until Forsaken comes in. Now, Forsaken's actually got the balls to come in, because it's obviously eco. Durka gets one, probably should dip out, but he stays way too long there. So this is one thing that Durka needs to work on, is, that's it, he's done his job. He should be trying to get out instead of going for more, but he dies, so we lose our trip. But the boys in B have managed to get a kill. And then, actually, we just win this round, right? Yeah, so I could just skip this. So, 0-2. First bonus round, so I think I'm posturing to kind of contest the A main a little bit. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm getting hit by the knife because I want them to think that I am playing aggressively. And I want them to think that I'm behind my smoke holding it one way. So they do believe it. Dirk actually gets caught in middle here. I remember him asking Mystic to flash for him. So he's just been spotted and he just died. So he's given away that entry, which isn't ideal. I actually think playing middle isn't that good anymore. Everyone knows how to deal with it. Forsaken's actually managed to get the B main. So you can see here, we've already started really wrong on B. This is already really wrong. This is way too passive. So started way too passive. Forsaken just goes in, throws his trip down. He has B main for free. That can't be happening. So yeah, so Forsaken doing his thing where he's super aggressive, something that we were aware of. This time they haven't actually gone for the A main control. They've gone for a more mid control, maybe because that they have the better guns. But look, he just cleans up a little bit here. And then obviously we've lost middle, we've lost one on B, and then they all start going towards B. Mystic rotates off, but the round is pretty much over once you lose that many entries. So now the job is just to do as much damage as possible. Oh, that guy's crisp. Oh, it's me. Right, so first round again. This time they're going for their A main control. Now what PRX like to do was when they went A main control, they normally like to go for an A execute quite rapidly, like quite quick after. However, it's normally with the fade dog coming through here. So no fade dog equals probably not an A execute instantly. That's the read, probably. So Jing is actually doing a lot of pressure on B. He actually saw me jump spotting, but instead of like tucking back, I actually went close to this box because they can't spam me through it. Because a lot of teams like to spam this as soon as they see. So here they fade dog into B main, making pressure here, and we know they got pressure there. So we know that they're not really they're not wanting to execute just yet. I smoke A main because I don't want to give them the site for free. I don't want them to walk in and get a free shot on Mystic. So I need to kind of do that. Now they actually rotate off after baiting my smoke. Forsaken has B main again, but we have the info that he's in there with someone else. So we got 2 in B main there. Now we need to be getting info within, we need to be using this Sage Wall within the next 5 to 10 seconds. A 1 minute Sage Wall is pretty good, I'd say. Because the Sage Wall lasts 40 seconds. For Benko said you're overthinking, probably. Probably. I mean, the way they play is a bit loose style, but there is patterns that they do. So we're already kind of fucking up here. We got 2 slows and a thingy, and we've got 1 dot prowler left. So the prowler gets the info, boom, and here they come. Ray's ultied out, and we've given him a free Ray's ulti out there. We actually managed to get the kill. I've Omen ultied here. We need to be getting. So we used this wall. This wall was called the Gambit wall. Now I actually don't think it's very good. After thinking about it for a while, this slow is quite good from Alfia, but I think his slow should have been a bit more instant reaction. But I guess he was scared of the Raze ulti. Mystic pushing off short here was not very good whatsoever. So generally, we are playing so heavy sided on B that like even if he does this, he doesn't impact the round whatsoever. He won't be in the lurk. He won't be able to help us, and he won't be in a position to win the round if they come back this way, because he's playing here. So like pushing off short is very like specific to. I think you have to go as a double and you clear it out slowly, and it's like you want to do a flank and you want to play retake, but we ain't playing retake on this site. I think anyway. I mean, Ascent's our worst map. I could be thinking about this map all wrong. Anyway, Mystic dies, so now they have an opening. They also have a mid lurk because our trip's in on short right now. I tried to do the one way for Durka, but it was too late. So because I knew they were going to go up short after that kill, especially because it's so quiet on B now. But unfortunately, Durka doesn't get that kill, this is the game-changing, round-changing kill. And then obviously Forsaken kills me too because he's done the mid lurk. So good kind of, once again, mid-round from them. Very good. They owned us. So this round I buy a Judge. Oh no, it's not this round. This round is just a B rush. Right, so next buy. So our problem so far have been we're giving them B main for free too easily. So now we've got Durka over on B main because Durka is normally quite an aggressive player. So he can be quite aggressive when he plays. So Mystic saving his knife here for their kind of exec. He actually gets hit by their knife. That's not very good. Anyway, I smoke the main. So they've cleared out wine now with their nade, and we've got Durka posted up here, so Alfia starts rotating off. So the boombot comes in, stars come in, Mystic needs the knife here. He gets them with his knife, 3 of them. So it just means that Raze can't satchel out now. So here's Raze. And I do think, I remember talking to Mystic after this game, I do think he's wide swinging for no reason. I remember saying, like, you don't need to wide swing, we need to play off each other. Like, if you tuck in, then I can actually find timing off you. So yeah, and then obviously the round kind of snowballs out of control because I had no smoke left because I didn't have a smoke because I think I misjudged my smokes here. So I used one at the start, and then I used another one when it's, I can't remember why I'd used that one. I think that one was a bit too early. But then it meant I didn't have a smoke. So instead of holding a smoke out, right now I'm holding a flash out. So I'm holding a flash out here, and I'm like, if they KO ulti, I have to flash. It's the only thing I can do right now. And that will delay them a little bit. So their stuff comes in, they ultied, and then I KO ultied them back, Mystic's knifed them back, and then obviously we die here. And then Alfia's going to swing off me. But there's no smoke on the choke, and when there's no smoke on the choke, swinging out here is really kind of difficult, because it just means that they can hold from all the way back here. Whereas normally if you smoke this, or even this, it means that like they'll have to be out into all these crossfires, and it means they can't really focus on heaven. Because the smoke's not there, they can focus on the heaven swing and kill you. So a slight issue with the earliest time of my smoke there. Astra could be better, but I thought Omen is fine too, to be fair. So now I think we put Durka back on A main now. Well, like screw it, Durka just go A main. And you can see here already they've thrown quite a lot of util. They did a dog, suck. Alfie's thrown a slow as a reply, and then we've fallen back into position. I'm rotating off because I got the judge. I get into a judge position. Now Forsaken actually kind of threw it here. He shouldn't be walking out on an eco round like this. And he gets banged because of it and gets punished. And also we have A main control, so they haven't actually put any pressure anywhere else, it looks like. Anyway, I'm staying here with the judge now because I'm a lunatic. Oh my goodness, look at Jing, by the way. When he ran out like this, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, fuck it, I have to fall back now. I just dropped into the next judge spot. So we did the gambit wall again, but like I was saying earlier, I don't really like this wall because it gives them all this space. This is what I mean. So they have all this space to kind of... we have no info now. We're so turtled up that we have no clue what's going on. And they end up going back to short, which is crazy. I tried to do the one-way for Mystic because it felt like it was empty on B again. So I've done the one-way for him. But he left it, so I'm not sure what happened there. I guess he's just scared of middle as well. He's scared of the mid lurk because we don't have the trip there. So you're seeing like the problems that arise with chambers, especially if you use the trip on short. If you use the trip on mid, the trip would die anyway, and then we'd be worried about the middle. So
connecting that kill, it puts a slow field on the floor. He is a trap to cover them pushing through. They're going right back, but
so now let's see what happens. So obviously Device just kind of posted up here. I said I'd flash off for Enzo when they if he gets contact. I thought they were rushing a bit more here because they only have 4 seconds. That was why. Luckily they don't check out Alf yet, and then we actually clear out. And I've got the judge. And there we go. We actually won that eco round, and I think it was solely due to the fact Forsaken went a bit early. If they just went and did a proper execute on us, I think they win that. So, but Durka's back on A main here. We don't know. Our ascent wasn't actually that well fleshed out. We were doing well in scrims on defense, and then for some reason, if you look at our history of defense on ascent, something happens in officials where it's a defense-sided map. 6 rounds, 6 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 4 rounds, 4 rounds, 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 9 rounds. So that's a good one, and we win that game quite dominantly. 6 rounds, 9 rounds, and we actually lose that game. So something's going wrong with our ascent for us. Well, I mean we're bleeding red right here. Oh my goodness. But anyway, right. So their Kero knife comes in, so Alfia has to fall off now, so he can't do his spotting. Dirk is in his aggressive position. And then Forsaken obviously feeling quite confident with that knife, only getting the sage, that he can go and do his thing and take aggressive plays. So Dirk has got a main control right now. Mystic's got a short control on the off angle. I think they might know Dirk is there now. So I do a one-way for him because I think he knew they were there. So I was like, I one way for him. But now that means I don't have a smoke for B main. And now look what happens at B main. But the problem is with B main is Alfia's got a slow and a wall. Enzo's got 2 dogs and a recon. And we've allowed for 3 of them to come out here. So we've lost the info game, essentially. We haven't been using our utility. So let's see what happened here. Because we're not in positions to use it. It's gone silent for at least 10 seconds here, so that means enemies could be grouping up. A PRX is here now. Hey, PRX. So yeah, then Alfia drops off, slows. Enzo dogs out, swings and he's swinging solo, and then I flash after his swing, and it, like our synergy just isn't there. We're just. I'm fucked. Alfie's walled himself off. This is hilarious. And he just dies. And I can't do anything. I'm smoked off. They have stairs control. I can't TP across the stairs to help him. So yeah.
So that prowler was breaking the wall backdoor. The wall breaking drew Mystic.
And then we try and retake. Did we win this retake? So we get the kill here. We know. I think we know Mindfreak's there. So Dirk has been told to hold the main. But then obviously we start running out. We nade this side so he can't swing into us. He gets one. And we actually get the trades there. So we were aware that Mindfreak could be in main. And then we just had to trade out the jail guy. Which is always annoying. Jail is so difficult to clear out. But we managed it. So Durka's gone into main again. This time Jing is coming in. Durka has to dip out obviously. These guys are playing double up B main, and then I'm off to rotate over. So I'm coming to help now. Now they actually towered up, and they actually did something better there. Instead of Mystic swinging solo or something happened, they accidentally kind of lined up. I don't know if it was accident, but we lined up and it was good. And we punish the aggression of PRX because of it. However, this is probably what we have to watch out for now. We get the nice kills here, nice little proactivity there, finally punishing these players for doing their aggression. We're starting to get our confidence, I think. We're always like 8 rounds in, and then suddenly we start playing like we're doing scrims. And we're starting to play together. We get the info back on B main. Dog doesn't spot anything, but the dog is never that reliable anyway, because look, he just kind of waited for it. And now they have a timing, potentially on B main. No one's kind of spotting it. So Alfia, 1 minute in, he's got his wall. So he's doing the Gambit wall again, it seems. But I just don't think the Gambit wall is very good. I think after this game, we decided that we should just wall off B main. But to be fair, this comp didn't work for us whatsoever. I don't know what was wrong with it, really. So the Gambit wall's coming out. We got Durka in his spot again. Mystic in the kind of close button swap. Wall goes up. They just break it instantly this time. So the wall's pretty much done nothing for us. Mindfreak's actually managed to find timing, but I think the boy spotted him. He almost gets 2 there. Oh my goodness. Alfia jumps up there, and luckily they trade it out. Enzo just needs to survive a bit now, and luckily Prowler's him, but he dies. And then I knew that Benkai was going to push into me. In these situations, when there's this much time, the enemy player will always tap. And if they don't tap, then what you need to do is lock down information. So you want to make sure that you have this info. Because then if you have this info from here to here, it means they can only be behind this line. But if you're playing just this, then this guy could come this way after planting and get into. I mean, I don't know if he ever will. This isn't the best example. That tip I just gave you there is probably the best tip that you're gonna have in your life. So no problem. That tip took me. I had an epiphany back in CS:GO when I was watching a VOD of us playing against on HLTV versus eFrag. So that tip right there, I got it. How long ago? Let's have a look. It is MK. Oh, they're called MK. This is for the minor champions. This is to qualify for the minors in EU, and we lost 2-1. And I remember I was watching this team, MK. They beat us to qualify, but I think, yeah. What year? 2016. 6 years ago, I had this epiphany about how to kind of play clutches and win clutches. Repeat the tip. No, if you didn't get it the first time, you got to be switched on. You got to have the brain on.